Okay, so we're going to do a quick cold start video on this 1995 Z28. It's got 38,500 miles on it. For whatever reason, I know people like these cold start videos, I guess to prove that how the thing starts and sounds when it's cold, oil pressure, all that stuff, what it looks like. So we'll do one of those real quick. I'm just going to do a quick walk around of this thing, and then I'll do that. I'll do a longer walk around video later, but just to give you a quick look at the thing and how it looks overall. Got the LT1 engine inside. You can see the DRM plaque that was put on there, supposedly by Doug Rippie Motorsports, which is based out of Waverly, Minnesota, which built the engine a long time ago with a heads cam package, full exhaust, including SLP intake, SLP headers, Y-pipe, catless Y-pipe, and Borla exhaust on it. Let's do more of a walk around here. It's got the true Corvette ZR1 wheels on it. You can tell that they're the genuine wheels from the JWL or whatever stamping that's on the wheel itself, which stands for the Japanese lightweight composite metal. But if you do some digging around online and on YouTube, you can find another video of somebody similar who has a Doug Rippie Motorsports Camaro. Not this particular package, but the one that's a step above it has these exact same wheels on it. I think that was a very common characteristic of these cars, and for that shop to apply these wheels to this vehicle. One thing I really love about this car in particular, and what drew me to it, was just how incredibly perfect this interior is. I'll post a whole bunch of pictures in the listing so you can see what kind of shape that they're in. But one thing in particular, as you guys know well, with these F-bodies, these bolsters on these seats get shot to hell really fast. There are no issues with these bolsters on these seats. I've got some more pictures of that driver's side bolster over there. I can't get too close to it here, but that one isn't all torn apart like you see in a lot of these cars. Otherwise, too, this interior is pretty stock. It does have a factory radio in it. That is not, by the way, the original factory radio. I do have the original factory radio in a box of parts that will come with the car. That is a replacement replacement original radio. I'm not sure what happened to the original one or why it was replaced to begin with, but something must have been misbehaving with it, because that has been replaced with this one. This is the Delco Bose unit, though, that has the Bose woofer or sound system in the back. Sounds really, really good. But I mentioned it's mostly stock, and I say that just because obviously the shift knob on this car is not original, but that's the only thing on the interior that I can find, I guess, that is not original to the car. But otherwise it's just, I mean just look at it, I guess, yourself. But no cracks in the dash, nothing, no parts falling off of it. So many of these cars served hard duty somewhere, and this one just doesn't have any of those typical character traits that you see in vehicles like that. It's just in such good shape in that way. Obviously a T-type or T-top car. The other great thing too about these wheels, and what drew me to the car as well, is just how perfect all four of them are. You won't find any curb rash or anything on them. They are just absolutely spotless, just super nice. Tires are in good shape. They're just a few years old. I checked the DOT date on them. They're still reasonable, not 20 years old, 10 years old, something like that. I think they're, 3, 4. I'd have to look again. I can find it and post it for you. But good tread depth left and stuff. Here you can see the Borla exhaust. Right now, this passenger side of the exhaust does have the full block-off plate installed to keep it as quiet as possible. It's still, fairly loud for, if you know Borla exhausts, you know how they sound. So they're decently loud just as is. If you do, I did try once putting one of the different plates in it. It does come with the all the other available plates that the kit came with. It gets loud if you like that. It comes with that. It gets pretty rowdy though. But if that's your thing, it sounds just absolutely incredible. So kind of a tight space in the garage here. Back over to the other side of the engine bay. The other thing I didn't mention is it has this Excel ignition. It's got a matching Excel Opti unit in it. I guess this did kind of turn into a full walk around on the car anyway. Here's a view from the driver's side. And here again is that seat bolster. The only thing you can really see on that seat bolster, here I'll open the door. When you get in here is, well, you can't even hardly see it on the video. There's just like a little graying on one spot in here, but not like wear, no rips, no tears, no anything like that. It's just a tiny little bit of discoloration on that bolster. And then the only other, and we're just nitpicking at this point, but the only other thing is that it's missing the button, or the plastic piece that goes on the seat adjuster here to send the seat forward and back. Still works, just doesn't have the button that's a little more comfortable for your finger. Okay, so anyway, this was supposed to be a cold start video. Like I said, I don't know why people like these, but it is what it is. You can reach down here, grab these SLP headers that are in here. They're ice cold. This thing hasn't been started in, I don't know, 3 weeks, something like that. Which is part of the reason I'm selling it, because I never, well, here, let me show you why I'm selling it. I've got 2 other cars out here. Got my 1981 Corvette, 1988 Camaro base coupe or sport coupe. I bought this one earlier this year, but thinking I would get rid of one of those 2 other cars, and very long story short, which I can tell you about if you want to talk about this car, why I wasn't able to part with either of those 2 other machines. So anyway, we'll get inside, try to figure out how I can start this thing here while I'm holding the phone and working a clutch all at the same time. Like I said, this thing hasn't started in a few weeks. Normally it fires like immediately off. We'll see if it does the same thing here after sitting for a while. You can hear that cam in there. And then I'll also post this detail as well, but of course the only other, or not of course, because you don't know this yet, but the other issue that it's got is I believe the throwout bearing is starting to go. So here you'll hear when I've got it in neutral, take my foot off the clutch. I'm not sure if you can even pick that up on the video over the exhaust, but you hear a slight rattling coming from the car. And I assume that rattle is a throwout bearing that's starting to reach end of life. So anyway, there you have it.